settlement of a medical malpractice case. Today I'm going to talk with you about settlement of a medical malpractice case, with the focus being on when can the case actually settle. Over the past couple of days, I've gotten questions regarding this topic, from YouTube to speaking with other people offline. Settlement of medical malpractice cases is an important topic. Please remember, however, that the information that I am providing will be general in nature. If you have specific questions regarding this issue, please speak with your attorney regarding the specifics surrounding your case and circumstances. So, why settlement can be a good idea? When cases can settle without the need for a jury trial, sometimes that can be a good thing. One reason is that during a settlement, the parties to the case get to determine the value of the case. When the case goes to a jury, the value of that case is determined by the jury. Even though the plaintiff or the person bringing the case may have an idea as to what they think the value of the case should be, a jury might not agree. In some cases, a jury may say that the case is worth less than what the plaintiff wants, or the jury may say that the case is worth more. The fact of the matter is that there is no way to know for certain how much value, if any, a jury will place on a case. What I just said about the plaintiff is the same for the defense, or the people or entity that's being sued. They may think that their position requires that the jury give nothing or little to the plaintiff. Maybe the jury agrees, but maybe not. The jury could possibly even give the plaintiff more than they initially asked for, as supported by the evidence. When a case can settle, these variables regarding the jury are taken off the table. As I said before, the parties will be the ones during settlement to determine an agreed upon value for the case. Now, settlement of a medical malpractice case and when it can occur. As to the question of when a medical malpractice case can settle, the short answer is that it can settle anytime during the process. This is what can cause hang-ups for some people. In general, there is no magic time in which a case can settle. As a matter of fact, as the evidence begins to take shape during discoveries, attorneys may start to reach out to each other regarding possible settlement or mediation negotiations. So, if, say, after your deposition, your attorney alerts you to the fact that the other side may want to talk about settlement of the case, in general, there is no rule against this occurring. Just make sure that if you are represented, that you speak with your attorney about the pros and cons of settling your case. For instance, you might want to know, is the number the other side offering, does it meet the damages that you have in the case? There are more issues to this, but this is just one example as to one possible line of thinking. If you have more questions, if you would like to speak with me about medical malpractice, namely a birth injury, maybe your child was injured at birth and you have questions. Maybe you have an HIE, hypoxic ischemic encephalopathy diagnosis, or a subsequent CP, cerebral palsy diagnosis, and you have questions about this. Maybe you want a birth injury investigation to be done. If you have these questions, this is what I invite you to do. There's a telephone number on the screen right now. Go ahead and pick up the phone and call me. I talk with families all the time about these issues, and I'll be happy to listen to your story. One more thing before I go. I practice law here in the state of Maryland, and if you reach out to me and you're not in Maryland and you've got birth injury or birth trauma questions, just understand that we would have to use local counsel or co-counsel, in other words, an attorney in your state, to help with the birth injury case. Just to make sure, I just want to make sure that you understand the local counsel or co-counsel aspect of things. All right, I'm Marcus Boston, and I'm one of the medical malpractice and birth injury attorneys practicing law here in the state of Maryland at Boston Law Group, LLC. And I'll talk with you next time. Take care. Have a great day.